Good morning, guys. This is Pinkie, the housewife. It's morning time, and you know it's morning time because I'm drinking my coffee. Let me just show you. I'm drinking my coffee. Coffee time. You can tell. See, Pinkie, the housewife, is on this cup, this mug. I should try to wait. Let me play some music while I wait till everybody can get in. This morning. Just got to be washing my face. Need to put my braids back on my head. Let me go do that. If y'all don't mind, let me just go do that. I'll be right back. Okay? Hope y'all have been enjoying my music. You know, it's morning time, and everybody could tell this morning because I'm still in my pajamas and I'm drinking my coffee. Sorry, I had to step out for a moment. Let me turn my music down some. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, it's morning time too. Let me make sure I turn this phone down because I don't want this phone ringing. I really slept in this morning. Yes, that was my husband that y'all saw went past carrying something. Oh, let me see. Monica Taylor, good morning, good morning. Cynthia, good morning, Cynthia. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Ruthie Lewis, good morning, Pinkie. I'm drinking coffee too. Also, oh, thank you. You all better go get your coffee. I'm dragging this morning because it takes my coffee. When I get this coffee, then I just la la la. I pep up. I be pepping up. Good morning, Demita Joe. Good morning. Good morning. I love those hearts. Blue, purple, and red. Greta Lee. Good morning, Greta. Greta Lee also saying good morning to the chat. I may get over on the bed because I tell you. You know what I'm watching? I was watching it last night before I went to bed. It's the I was watching what do you call it? Love and Marriage DC. You know, I'm all caught up on it. Yes, I am. I have, yeah, I'm caught up on it and everything. It's just, I look at it like this: Love and Marriage, DC, and not DC, Detroit. I'm so sorry, guys. Y'all know I'm half asleep this morning. Let me do this. Okay. Love and Marriage Detroit, not DC. DC is not even on yet. But Demita Joe, do you have your coffee too this morning? I got my coffee. Yo, I know Ruth Ruth the Lewis says she got her coffee. Anybody got their coffee this morning? Full disclosure, I do not watch any of CK's Grudley productions at all. I don't abide with abuse in any form, and that is just what Carlos is doing with all his shows. You know what? I'm going to tell you something, Grudley. I agree with you wholeheartedly about what Carlos is doing. Okay, because that man is like he's a snake in the grass, just like Martell. Let me put it like this. If you can tell I haven't combed my hair this morning. Look, I got a little comb that with my fingers. Okay, but anyway, um, CK, if that show is not doing something where men are uh, uh, um, where men are being very controlling and stepping out and doing things like this on their wife, their family, he ain't having it. If they got a crazy mama in the background, it's like, oh, bring her on the show. Ugh. I'm serious, guys. He loved drama. He loved chaos. He loved all those things. He loved messy. He loved to see men stepping out. He disrespecting their wives. Being, oh yes, that's. I mean, I think the man gets off on it. I really do. I think he's getting off on that. And should he get off on it? No, no. We as women, no, we ain't seen probably grandmother, great grandmother, and mother and aunts and stuff be treated this way. We don't want to see it. When you told us this show is going to be about entrepreneurs, Black entrepreneurs making it big, doing their thing, holding down their families and stuff, and none of that was true. None of that. They're not holding down their families. If the wife don't see what he's doing and do like Melanie do, just run away, just leave his dusty butt. They stay there and then they get treated like nothing, talked down to everything, everything. So I understand your point. I really do. I understand your point. But I'm glad you're here anyway to have coffee with me. And you've been a great supporter of my channel. Thank you for that. And let me just see. Demita Joe, I just had it now. I'm drinking water. Okay, you're drinking your water. That's a good thing. I need to be drinking some water. Well, let me just put it like this. After I drink my coffee, I do have to have my water. I do. I drink my sparkling water after I get through with my coffee. Yeah. And let me just see. I feel that any woman who has experienced any type of abuse, these shows will only trigger them. I have not. Right. They will trigger you. We had someone on last night that a lot of this was well, more than one. Last night it was a trigger for them. Yeah. And Greta, 6 watching and 5 likes. Great job, family. Thank you. Thank you, Greta Lee. Thank you so much for keeping track with that. Thank you so much. My eyes going to open up. Right now, guys, y'all see my eyes. You see how this happens in the morning. And then throughout the day. Once I finish drinking my coffee, you're going to notice all of a sudden they're going to pop open like that. Yeah. Yeah. Am I addicted to coffee in the morning? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay. But I only can have 1 cup. 1 cup, and that's it. 1 cup. That's if you keep hearing the door opening and closing, that's my husband doing something. I don't know. I don't know. And I got the door closed because the dogs are running in and out. They're going, my husband is going in and out, so the dog's out there with him. Okay. But if you all want to see the dogs and everything, maybe I can go get them, figure out where they are, and go get them somewhere out there. Um, let's talk. I did, like I said, I watched Love and Marriage Detroit last night, and it was the title of it. It was Reconnecting and Disconnecting, and that's what I got on my screen up here. But let me just tell you, this show was. I think, just my opinion. Just my opinion. Let me just say it anyway. I even got that little disclosure thing. Let me go get it. Let me just pop it up here. Y'all have to excuse me. I always keep it. And I can drop it in. Oh gosh. Here it is. So we're gonna pretend like this is rolling across the screen. Okay? It's rolling. It's rolling across. It's rolling across. It's rolling across. Bam. It got right there. Now it's going to roll back across and then I'm done. This is my so-called fix-it way. Yeah. You know who did that for me? My husband did that one day. That was when I was first starting my channel. I've been on my channel now for a year. It became a year in July. 1 year in July. I think it was July the 25th or the 26th. I think it was the 25th. Could be wrong a day or two. But yeah, everything is alleged. I'm going to just say it. Everything is alleged. This is my opinion. My opinion only. Also, the opinion and everything is alleged, and there are opinions in the chat as well. But this live that I'm doing is made for educational purposes and entertainment purposes. I just want to put that out there because I don't have time for nobody saying something or doing something because these they get all caught up in their underwear like they're too tight or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's I need to well, let me just say there this episode of Detroit, Love and Marriage Detroit, is episode number 7. And they still in their first season, but it's episode number 7. And they're talking about reconnecting and disconnecting. I don't see no reconnecting at all. I watched the show. I didn't see no reconnecting at all. All I saw was disconnecting. Yes. And it's still the same couples, which is Kolby and Russell. They're the youngest. And then you got Dr. Latoya and her husband, Anthony, and Christine and Brandon. And then they do have a new, well, he's not new. He's been on the show. His name is Bravo. I love that name, Bravo. And he brought his wife. And I didn't even know Bravo was married until they decided to go on this little trip. Let me see, they went somewhere, I don't know, but they went on this little trip, guys, in the Sprinter, brought them to this big, beautiful home. Um, it's like a little gateway outside of Detroit. It's really, really beautiful. Okay. But they got there and let me see. Greta Lee say, hey, Demita Joe. and 2 cups of coffee. Good to go now. You on your second cup? I'm just still on my first. Let me get. If I drink 2 cups of coffee, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If I drink 2 cups of coffee, let me show you what I'll be doing. I'm gonna show you 2 cups of. You all know I got a lot of energy, right? My husband see me doing this. Now, this is not my bed. I don't know who this bed belongs to. This is nobody's bed. Okay. I'll be up in the bed doing wrapping my legs all around the pole. I'll be jumping up, falling out, and everything. If I had 2 cups, I'm serious. I'm very hyper. I don't know. I'm just very hyper anyway, right? 2 cups of coffee, they have me jumping all over the place. I'm telling you, the dogs would think Mama had lost her mind. They'll say, "Oh my God, Mom, you had lost your mind." Because I'll be out there, well, I do rip and run with them sometimes, but I'll be all up on the hill with Bella. We'd be up on that hill. I'd be jumping off trees and stuff. 2 cups is too much for me. You're hyper also. So I'm good. Okay, Greta. Oh my God. I'm serious. We need to, if you're that hyper, we need to do one of my little short videos together. I'm serious. We need to do one together. Okay, we'll do something together. Okay, because I'm in Texas. I am. Where is everybody? I'm in Texas. Anybody in Texas too? Lady B, thank you for showing up. You're from New York City, Harlem. Okay. You're on your half cup. Okay, your half cup. Okay, I can understand that. I'm not even quite a half a cup yet. Oh, Greta Lee, you're in Michigan? 69 degrees? How y'all get 69 degrees? Is it normally 69 degrees around this time of year in Michigan? Oh my God, in Texas. Wait now, the last, I would say, not yesterday, but the 2 days before that, we had some good weather. It wasn't as hot because, in Texas, it's like 106, 107. But we actually got down to like in the 90s. Not yesterday, but the 2 days before that. It was good. Lady B, 70 in New York City. What? Maybe I need to move to New York during this time. Yes, we stay cool up here. We are warming up to 90 for the next 4 days. You're warming up to 90s? 90s is not that really hot. So y'all still going to be doing good. Oh my God. They're going to be doing good. Okay. I'm kind of jealous about that. I wish we was in the 70s or 69. I do. Okay, Texas don't give you nothing but hot heat, and you never know about Texas. If anybody live in Texas, y'all know how it is here. Michigan, Greta says, Michigan is the top 10 coolest state. I didn't know that. Cynthia, you got 88 in Florida. I have a lot of family in Miami, Florida. I got family in Miami, Florida. I got family in Opelika, Florida. Yeah. Oh my God. I used to live in Florida for a while, but let me see, just for only 6 months, if you call that living. Greta, I can't fool with Texas. I don't blame you. All those hot southern states, okay, to visit, but not to live. You're right. Well, I've been living here, so Sexy Mama, thank you for coming in, you and Lady B. Good morning, everyone. Okay. Sexy Mama and Lady B, we're drinking our coffee, guys. But anyway, on we was talking about Love and Marriage Detroit. 11 watching and 8 likes. Hit the like button, guys. Please, like Retta said, when you come in, hit that like button. Even if you haven't hit it yet, go ahead and back over and hit that like button for me. I will appreciate it. Yes, I would. Go ahead and hit that like button. Yes, yes, yes. Let's keep it moving. Lady B is usually in the 80s and 90s around this time of year. It's been stormy. So this around this time, it's still hot. It's still what we call summertime, I think. So you all around the 80s and 90s around this time of year? Shoot, maybe I may need to rethink that. Maybe I need to be in New York. Oh my God. Pinkie, you're on Central Time Zone in Texas. Yeah, I am. Greta. So it's only 11 a.m. your time, noon, anytime. Yeah, it's 11. I just woke up late. That's all. My husband wasn't here when I first woke up, so I didn't have nobody to wake me up. Because normally he wakes me up in the morning. I always tell him what time to wake me up, but he was gone. So, because otherwise I would sleep. I sleep. I can sleep like a hound dog. I can sleep, and I sleep hard. So let me see. Sexy Mama said, I can't get into that picture. Always falling asleep. Okay. It was Greta, it was 54 degrees at night. It was a little cool. 54. Whew, that sounds good to me, Lady B. Are you going to talk about man child? Yes, I'm going to talk about man child. If you're talking about, to me, the man child is Anthony. Are you talking about Anthony? Anthony is a man child to me. Anthony, and then Brendan. I'm not sure about Brendan. Would I call him a man child? Let me see. Lady B, hope you're not talking about Martell. I had heard enough about him for life. Martell is not a man child. Martell to me is a conniving little teen. He acts like he got the brains of a 10-year-old, but he's a narcissistic 10-year-old. That's crazy. I'm not saying 10-year-olds are crazy, but he's like that to me. Lady B, yes. Okay. I live in the Southwest Georgia. It's 80, I think you said 87 here, but I'm sure it's going to get hotter. Okay. Well, I wish it was that here. I don't even know what the temperature here. Ooh, I got my thing on my head too tight. This thing here, my bow. But anyway, yeah, let's talk about him. And I'm talking about Anthony. I knew it was Anthony. Anthony is the biggest guy on the show, right? But he do act like a man child. He's very messy. And he's on my paper to talk about. Yes, because I'm going to talk about Anthony and I'm going to talk about Kolby. Kolby, she's just, Kolby is can I say this, guys? Kolby she's a shit starter. She is. She go back and tell everything she know. Oh Lord, don't say nothing in front of her because she's gonna go back and tell the person everything and make it worse than it sounds. And Anthony just a shit mess starter. He love mess. Anthony is Anthony the bright skin man? No, the bright skin one is wait, I just got this thing a little too tight on my head. Anthony is the tall one, the dark skinned one, but he's real tall. He's the biggest guy. That's Anthony. The light-skinned one, that is Brandon. Brandon is married to he's married to Christine. Christine is one of the bloggers. She's one of the it's two bloggers on the show, right? And she is one of them. I was trying to loosen this thing up, my bow up. So he's married to her. Christine is much taller than Anthony. She's taller than her husband. They got two beautiful kids together. Anthony is a Mitch. Oh, yes, I agree. He's the big man child, and he is a Mitch. Kolby, she's a big child. Yeah, she's the youngest one on the show, Kolby is. And she still acts like a little girl. She loved to go back and tell everything she heard. And then if she had told you once, then when she see you again, she's going to talk about it again, but then make it even worse. She's going to keep adding stuff to it. She loved to see the other women get into it, and then she sit back like she's innocent, and then not just act like she's innocent. She acts like, can I be referee? Can I set this up so we can somewhere so we can all talk? That's Kolby. I love Kolby, but Kolby is a mess starter. She starts it. She throws the rock and hide her hand like I didn't say nothing. But then if you come at her, she's gonna come all force on you. She's gonna go off on you like and don't you. That's Kolby. Let me see. I heard the people, Greta, I heard the people in Georgia live better their homes as they spend a lot of time indoors due to the hot temperatures. Oh, okay. Well, Texas, we spend a lot of time inside too. Well, me, because it's hot out there. Yes, Greta is been so hot here that we're not able to take the kids outside for recess. Oh, okay. Lady B, don't talk about my husband. Oh, yes, let me go on to this. That's what I'm sitting on my legs. That's why I did that. That's what what's her name? Kolby said. Don't talk about my husband. Don't call my husband. Don't call my husband. Don't talk about my husband. She went off on Christine, and Christine couldn't get a word in. Yes, she went off, and Christine called her to ask him something, but you don't call her husband. You don't call her husband. You don't talk about her husband. Yes, if I was, I would never say anything to him. Ooh, Lord, because I don't want to hear Kolby. Well, they all went on this trip, right? They're in the Sprinter. They went on this trip and everything. All set up by Dr. LaToya. That's Anthony's wife, okay? And everything. So Anthony's wife's supposed to be the quiet one, the one that's want peace, the one that don't want to start any mess and don't want to be around mess and everything, because she's not about that, right? But to behold, her husband, she don't know Anthony. Her husband starts all kind of mess. When I say all kind of mess, that man is so messy. He messier than any female on the show. He messier than Kolby. Yeah, Kolby is the one with the husband that wants to be a preacher. Oh, I'm pulling the lips stuff out. A preacher or ordained minister or whatever it is. But anyway, that's her husband. Okay. And so that's her husband. And I think he knows Kolby her to talk mess. He got to know, because they are close as two pots and a pea. Him and them two. But LaToya is so busy because she's a doctor. She ain't got time for all that. Latoya is a physical therapist, not a psychologist therapist. Okay, thank you, Lady B. Thank you. Well, let me, a physical therapist. Okay, physical therapist. Okay, so she's not dealing with the mind, but she's educated enough, should be, that should know her husband is very, very messy. But let me just tell you something, Latoya, Dr. Latoya, she believes her husband no matter what. Anybody can come say anything about her husband. No, she stands 10 toes deep for her husband. She believes everything her husband says. Yes, because he sometimes come back pretending like this and he ain't for this and that. And she believes everything he said. Yes, she does. Yes, Anthony is the chocolate one. Anthony is the tall chocolate one. He's always, most times he got on a suit. He's real tall. He's the one that decided to move out of state in the middle of a pandemic to leave his wife and his two boys. I think they got, is it two boys and a girl? Or I know, well, they're children. I'll have to pull it up and see. I know they got some children. I don't know whether it's three or two. But anyway, uh, he moved in the middle of a pandemic to pursue a job, a career that he wanted to do, and leave her for, I think it was 8 months, dealing with the pandemic and working and taking care of the boys and all that in the middle of a pandemic. No one knows what Anthony does for a living. Well, somebody please tell me, because Anthony, I think he's the jack of all trades. He talks a big game like he does this. Anthony got so many jobs. I don't know. I know he's dabbling into a music artist and putting on a show with Brandon, that he took Brandon out. I don't know. And then I know he got a fashion line or something that he always standing around there doing pictures. Anthony reminds me of Marceau. Yes, always got all these jobs. You don't know what he's doing for real. But at least I do know he shows the things he's doing, but we don't know exactly what that is. Okay. Remember I told you my husband was going to get the stuff to get this off my nails, and he, the polish, the gel nail where you dip the nail, it, and I didn't want to go where they do this hand like that, so he went yesterday and got it so he can get this stuff off my nails. Yes, so it looks a lot better. Okay, and my baby girl, then she shaped them up and put the some clear on for me. Girl, I got them taking care of these nails until we figure out what they're gonna do, whether we're gonna have surgery or not on me. Um, good morning, impetitious. Thank you for coming into the Pink House. Greta, what we have, is it 9? Is it 9 so far? I think it is. I only have 5 thumbs up. Can everybody go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me? Go ahead. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up, guys. I think Kolby husband is more into women checking out his body. Yeah, because remember, that's my husband. My husband. He's supposed to be babysitting the dogs, and he's outside down the hallway or around the corner or something, doing something. I don't know. How can you babysit the dogs while I do something peaceful and he's got this thing going? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, he is, because Kolby made a statement a couple, I don't know, was it last episode or the one before that, that every time they go somewhere, women always want to feel his muscles, or always asking about his muscles, his guns. Now he got some big guns there. He's the one that told Brendan. Brendan had said, called his wife a Kobe cat, because his wife Christine and Kolby had got into it, because Kolby is always trying to copy everything that Christine does. If Christine tell her, "Oh, I'm going to be shooting for this company or that company," or because she's an influencer, right? Kolby would contact, just allegedly, Kolby, and it's my opinion, that's what Christine said. Kolby would contact that company and get herself involved by saying that she's an influencer too, and she's Christine's one of her best friends or whatever, and get added to the shoot. And so Christine started getting tired of it. Every time she look up, Kolby is popping up on her shoots, or getting added to it, or calling in asking questions about it, you know. And so, and I think Christine got tired of it and asked her about it while they was at a skating ring. And while they was at that skating ring, Kolby loved to go off. That's just her nature, because she's young. She loved to go off. So, and Christine was sitting there, and then while she was sitting there, um, her husband decided to jump in and said Kolby is a Kolby cat, meaning she copied everything that his wife does. And that just offended Kolby. She got upset, started crying, left the skating ring, and got in her car. And her husband, Russell, didn't take that very well. Oh Lord. And Dr. Latoya walks out to the car to see whether she's okay, standing there talking to her with her husband and everything. And then the next time they did get together, the husbands, they supposed to been doing a men's meeting about the getting the men's getting together for some type of march or whatever they're going to do. That's something Anthony planned. Like I said, Anthony got so many jobs. We don't know what he does, because you just asked me, what do Anthony do for a living, Lady B? That's one of his other jobs. Anthony got so many, we can't even tell what he do. Okay, but at least he's working. But he do remind me of Marceau, but Marceau don't be working. Marceau is taking from the community, allegedly. But anyway, so when Brendan said Kolby is a Kolby cat, oh my God, everything just hit the fan. When I say hit the fan, it just hit the fan, because when all the men got together, Russell made it quite clear to Brandon. Brandon is the light-skinned one, the shorter one, but he's light-skinned. And he wears his hair in a bun, wrapped up in a bun. And his wife is the one that combs his hair every morning. Every morning she wraps his bun, and she wants to know when he's going to learn to comb his own hair. And he said he don't know how. That's why he gets her to comb his hair, do his bun. But anyway, while they was all meeting together, Russell, as soon as they sat down, Russell is sitting on this side, and that Russell is Kolby's husband, okay? And then Brandon was sitting on this right across in front of him. That's Christine's husband, the taller influencer, right? Brandon says that, let me just be clear with you, man. If I wasn't saved, because he's the one that want to be a preacher or minister or whatever. He said, if I wasn't saved, he had his hand on the table like this here. If I wasn't saved, I would break every bone in your body. Woo! And he told him to keep his wife's name out of his mouth. Don't talk to his wife. Don't come near his wife. Don't put his wife's name in his mouth. Don't say anything to his wife without his approval. You want to talk to my wife, you come to me first. And because if you do, and if I wasn't saved, I would break every bone in your body. To be clear, I will. Ooh, you thought Brendan said anything? Brendan sat there like, yeah, remember I said my eyes was closed. You see how they opening up? Coffee, do it for me. Ooh. Yes. Brendan didn't say a word. He was as quiet as a mouse. Ooh. And I will be too. And he said, so I think he said, I got 260 bones or something like that in my body. And he said he would break every last one of them. Yes, he would. Yes, he would. Let me see. Anthony reminds me, Marceau. Lady B. She said, me too. I guess Grin was petitious. Lady B, I think Kolby's husband is more into women checking out his body. Okay, we read that one. Lady B, you have a wonderful relationship. You must teach us some stuff sometime. So who have a wonderful relationship, Miss B, Lady B? Is it Brandon calls himself speaking up for his wife? Yep, pretty much. And yes, he was. Lady B, they knew it was some truth to what Brandon said about Kolby being a Kolby cat. Yeah, because Kolby do copy everything Christine does. Christine is working with this, she's an influencer. This company or that company, Kolby wants to copy. She'll call him up. She'll get in touch with him. You don't do that. That's what Christine was trying to let her know. You don't do that. But, she's young. Linda Gamble. Good morning, Pinkie. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Linda. Thank you for coming in this morning. We're having coffee, Linda, and I'm still in my pajamas. And I'm not sure whether everybody else is still in their pajamas this morning, but, I wake up late. I'm a late starter sometimes, unless somebody wakes me up. Let me see. Brendan is a lover, not a fighter. Wait now, that is true. He's not a fighter at all. Not a fighter. But the thing about that, yeah, he's a lover, all right. He be trying to love up on some of his artists. That's what him and his wife, Christine, have a problem with. Because Brendan also, before the show aired, he had a relationship with one of his artists that he had signed. And then after, and he said he had 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out, trying to follow. He was more on the foot out the door with the other woman than he was with his foot in the door trying to stay home. Because he said he didn't want to be married then no more. Yeah, but he soon woke up and left that artist alone as requested by his wife, and he had nothing else to do with her. And then when the show started airing, he was back to the same old thing again. Linda B, I was referring to you and your relationship. Oh, okay. Thank you, Lady B. Thank you. Thank you so much. Husband, I don't know what he's out there doing. He's the one that fixed my coffee in the morning and wake me up because he knows. But he don't wake me up unless it's getting too late, or he wakes me up and I tell him, don't let me sleep past so-and-so time. Then he'll wake me up, you know. And sometimes he's gone and he forget. So we'll see. Now, let me see. Linda Gamble, hi Greta. Okay. Demita Joe, good morning, ladies. No, good morning, Linda. Good morning, Linda. And hello, Lady B from Linda. And Lady B, she said hello to Linda Gamble. We're so happy to have you in the house. Linda, we've been talking about the Love and Marriage Detroit. You know, I look at it like this: at least these men got jobs. Now, Anthony, he got a lot of jobs because we still trying to figure out. You know, you got to have a main job if you're gonna be a jack of all trades. You got to have one main job that pays you that income. You know what I mean? So we still trying to figure that one out. But I guess he ain't worrying about it because his wife is Dr. Latoya. You know, but anyway, he's the tall. Anthony is the tall one, the dark skinned tall one, the chocolate one, and then Russell is the one with all the big muscles, married to Kolby, the young one. They're the youngest ones on the show. He's the one that want to become a preacher or what do you call it? A minister or something. And then Brandon is the shorter one that's married to the influencer, the tall influencer. But Kolby is also an influencer. But Christine, the taller one, she's been at it much longer. And she's the big influencer, okay? A different level of it. And she's the one that's married, the taller one, married to Brandon, the one that's not a fighter. You know, he's not a fighter at all. He's the one that always had one foot in the door and one foot out, or trying to fool around with his artists. I did a lot of short videos on them. So if you ever go back and look at my videos, I did a lot of shorts on them. Let's see. Russell is trying to buy a gym. Yes, he is trying to buy a gym, Lady B, too. He is trying to buy a gym at the same time. But he didn't get that through his wife. His wife found out after he wants to buy the gym. Russell is the type of man that I'm going to run the household and I don't need your decision. I don't need your input. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Just let me be the man of the house and I'm going to do what I want to do. No, Brandon, you can tell, Russell, you can tell he's young because that ain't going to fly as you get older. No, or with some women, that ain't going to fly. And that you're going to have a lot of sleepless nights. You keep that up because women the older than your wife will tell you in a heartbeat, oh no, mister, you got to bag that up. And she had already said she don't want to be a preacher's wife because her mom and dad lived that life. Her dad was a preacher. She was a preacher's kid. What they call PK, preacher's kid. And she don't want to go back to that. And she saw it from her mom's side point of view, and she saw it from her point of view, and she said she don't want to go back to that. She don't want to be no preacher's wife. She don't want to do that. She don't want to be like her mother was. But he ain't worried about what she said because he had made his decision. And he had made his decision that he want to buy a gym too. But let me just say that they all go to this house as a weekend getaway. Okay, beautiful house. They all get in. And the first night, the mess starts. First night for dinner, the mess starts. They were civil on the Sprinter, going to the house, playing games and stuff. But the minute they have their first dinner, Anthony decided to make a phone call. Let me tell you why he made the phone call. Because I think it was Kolby that brought it up. That so-and-so was talking about so-and-so, saying that she don't ride with you or you don't like her, and that person is their I think is she a party planner, or she does something for all of them. I don't know what it was, party planner or something. She's big in the community, and they all hires her, and seem like they all got the same woman. And she said Christine and her had a sit down a couple of days before the trip, and the woman said that your husband and you do not like me, or y'all don't ride with me or something. And it started a big mess. And it started from Anthony. Anthony was having sitting down doing some business with her or something, and he brings it up. See, it all started with Anthony. But Anthony's wife don't want to hear it, because Anthony's wife claimed, no, she trusts her husband. He didn't start this. Yes, he did. He's the one that started it. Told that woman that Brendan don't like. Brendan is the short, light-skinned one that wears his hair in a bun at the top, okay? Because he got that good hair, and he got it all up in a bun. He wears a bun. That's his signature hairstyle, that bun. Everybody knows him by that bun. So when it's down, he got long hair, that long good hair. So he's mixed with something, or he is not black. Is one of them. But anyway, Linda B said she's a publicist. Okay, I know she was something and all of them uses her or try to use her. Okay, she is the Anthony and Latoya publicist, but I think she have worked with Brandon and Christine before, I think, and that's how it gets to that they don't like her. You know what I mean? But so Anthony started it, and it got back to them. And I don't know how Kolby gets into it with them, but oh Lord, Kolby is the one that keeps stirring that pot. Kolby and Anthony keep stirring that pot. Oh Lord, keep the mess going. So they're sitting at the first dinner while they're on this trip, and Kolby brings it up. And then Kolby talking about, I don't know whether I could say anything or do anything or whatever. I don't know, because tell him Anthony, because you may do this, you may say this to me, you may have something smart to say or whatever. And then Anthony jumps into it. Christine jumps, trying to defend herself. And here go Anthony. Well, we ain't got to do all that. We can just call her on the phone. We can just get her on the phone. And he just showing out. So he dials the woman's phone. Dial on her phone. Okay, I got you on speaker. And I want to clarify whatever. Did you say this? Did you say that did I say that this, or did I say this, or he was just as messy. I got you on speaker. Say it so everybody can hear you. This show is going to be refreshing from Love and Marriage Huntsville. It is refreshing because they can all do that, but they all still can get together and get along. They're not, it's not like they're vicious. And I don't see nobody conning or stealing from the community or conning the community or trying to destroy each other. Or anything. I don't see that. All the women, every last one of them got a job. All the men got a job. They may have several jobs like Anthony, but they got a job. All of them, they didn't come into here talking about they got millions of dollars. Not 1 million, but 20 million, 17 million. I'm worth 10 million. Even and you don't see no side chick popping up talking about I'm worth $1 million. You don't see that. You don't see that at all. So yes, it's refreshing. And most people think it's just too boring for them. But no, you are actually seeing people working hard, people that got something. Because when they came on, I'm going to just go down the line. Kolby and Russell, they have a nice house. Okay. They ain't living like when it first came on, and still going on like Love and Marriage Huntsville, Maurice and Letitia, renting from post to post, house to house, apartment from apartment. They ain't doing that. And they ain't taking people's money, allegedly. Okay. Now, when you come to Latoya and Anthony, they have a big, beautiful home. Not what Latoya them have. Kolby and Russell them, they have a beautiful home too, but it's not as big as the Dr. Latoya and Anthony. They have a big, beautiful home. And when you see, I always see Anthony in the kitchen cooking. He's cooking. He's cooking dinner because his wife is a doctor. When she gets home, her dinner is ready. And he didn't put no smart remarks in why he's cooking. He didn't say none of that. Okay. He just doing, you can tell it's natural for him. And then when it came to Christine and Brandon, they both got jobs. Christine and Kolby are influencers. Brandon has his own studio where he developed artists. So they got jobs, guys. They got jobs. And they got houses that they live in. Brandon and Christine trying to sell their house, and they moved in a penthouse. And if you've seen that penthouse looking down over the city, it's like amazing. Amazing. Okay? I just want to make sure you all understand. We ain't dealing with the Huntsville crew. Okay? Hello, Bobby. Hello to you as well. We're doing morning here, coffee and pajamas. And we're talking about Love and Marriage Detroit. All the goodies and the non-so-goodies with them. Let me see. Chris Brooks, thank you for coming in. I agree. They are actually working. Yes, they are. They're working people. They ain't none of these cons that's trying to steal somebody's chandelier, took their money and went and bought a chandelier and trying to put it up in their place. Yes. And they ain't trying to take your money, talking about they're going to rebuild a barbershop for you and ain't doing nothing. And trying to blackmail you to give them a tape, allegedly. But we all know what I'm talking about. Greta Lee, 57 minutes into the chat, Pinkie. Thank you, Greta, for keeping me on track. Thank you. Now, guys, we're when Greta Lee speaks, I listen. Okay, thank you, Greta. Any last words or anybody want to say about the because they it went off at the dinner anyway. It went off when they was having dinner when Anthony said, okay, I'm going to just call her. I'm just going to call her. And it's going to pick up tomorrow from there. Okay. And let me just say this, guys, before we leave. Bravo brought his wife on the trip, right? That was our first time seeing. That was my first time knowing that he was married. That was my first time seeing his wife. Beautiful. Okay. But out of all the men on the show, and Bravo is not one of the cast members. He's like a friend of. He is the most sane person of all the men. He is the most logical one. He's so refreshing. I mean, when I say refreshing, there's no, you said this, there's no nothing. He just looks and try to make sense of what they're talking about and try to bring some sense and let him know. No, that don't make no sense. This y'all need to get along. He is Lord. They need to give that man a check for being on the show. He need to be one of the cast members, him and his wife. Please put him on the show as a cast member that getting paid. Okay? And Bravo owns his own nightclub. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. And he's a big, cute man. He's really handsome. Out of all the men on the show, although he's not a cast member, I think Bravo is the best looking one out of all of them. Yes, I do. Who was hiding in the bushes? I've been hiding in the bushes because I didn't know CK show. Okay, Greta Lee. Thank you for watching in 16 likes, 1 hour into the chat, Pinkie. Time to wrap. That's what we're getting ready to do, Greta Lee. Thank you. So, guys, we're getting ready to wrap. I want to thank you all for being part of this live this morning with me and everything. And I think we had a great time. Great time. And so tomorrow we're going to do another morning time with Pinkie. So, guys, thank you so much. Bye, everybody. And thank you. Greta Lee, bye. She's letting everybody know Pinkie got the lead. I had fun, Pinkie. Okay. Lady B, Greta, Bobby, Chris, Demita Joe, thank you. I don't want to miss anybody. Impetitious, thank you. I'm just saying the names before I leave. I want everybody. Sexy Mama, thank you for showing up as well. If I missed anybody, Cynthia, thank you. Monica, thank you for coming in. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. But also, make sure you go to any of the content creators that's in the house. Next time, I'm going to make sure all the content creators put a CC by their name in the chat for me so I know who you are, so I can also give shout outs to you and try to drive anybody over too. Love you. Love your lives. We just need to not go over 90 minutes. We're getting ready to go, Greta. We're not going to go over 90. Okay, bye-bye, guys. Love you. And I'll see you all probably this evening. Bye-bye. Have a great Saturday morning. Bye-bye, guys.